Mr. Ripley?
What is this?
My name's Billy Rollins. I've got a flashlight. Maybe I can walk you home?
I'm all right, thanks. I live very nearby.
I know, but I'm going the same way.
Okay. American?
Yes, sir.
You on vacation?
In a way. Working a bit, too. Gardener.
Oh, where?
Over in Murray, a private house. I sleep in a small hut on the premises.
I'm beginning to wish another car would come along so that I can get a better look at the boy's expression.
It's unusual for an American to choose the country instead of Paris. Where are you from?
New York.
And how old are you?
Going on 19.
I'd have thought younger.
We're at your house nearly. We need to cross over.
How is it you know where my house is?
I
saw you on the road here 2 or 3 days ago, wasn't it?
Yes. I'd read your name in the newspapers. I thought I'd like to see where you lived, since I was near Vale-Perce.
Do you have a bike?
No.
So how are you getting back to Murray tonight? It's 7 kilometers from here.
Oh, I hitchhike. Or I walk. I guess I better be going.
You're welcome to come in for a beer, if you like. My car's right here. I can drive you back to Murray.
I don't know. I don't want to put you in any trouble.
He's hesitating. Perhaps he doesn't live in Murray. Why am I inviting him in? Is it just idle curiosity? Or do I need to know what sort of threat he might be?
All right. Thank you. I'll come in for a minute.
Good. Well, here we are. My wife's already in bed. Beer? Coffee?
I'm fine, thank you, sir.
Take a seat.
I don't want to dirty your sofa in these Levi's. They're not very clean.
Well, don't worry. I have the good Madame Annette to clean things up and cook us delicious meals.
You must have a nice life here, you and your wife.
I mustn't complain.
And you have a Derwat.
Oh, you know his work.
I've seen it in galleries.
That's Man in Chair. It's my favorite. Do you like it?
It's one I don't know. I know that other one from a catalog.
The red chairs?
Is it true that some of them were forged?
I don't know. Nothing's been proven. Why do you ask?
Something I read about, I guess.
I drive him back to Murray. We stop outside a modest house. He produces a key. So maybe he does live there. But he has to have some reason for saying he'd like to see me again. Eloise is having her harpsichord lesson. I try not to be jealous that she plays better than I do. I turn the pages of the International Herald Tribune idly. And then here it is. 16-year-old Frank Pearson, younger son of the late superfood tycoon John Pearson, has taken off from the family home in Maine. The family are anxious after 3 weeks with no word from him. Frank was extremely upset by his father's death in July. I remember reading about the death. John Pearson was a wheelchair case because somebody had tried to assassinate him. One of his business rivals, almost certainly. I guess you don't get filthy rich without making enemies. Filthy rich enough to have Derwats on your walls. What had really interested me was that it had never been determined whether he had committed suicide by pushing himself off a cliff on his estate, or whether it had been an accident. I love those ambiguities.
Tom, it's time for your lesson now.
Oh, thank you, my love. Did I tell you I have somebody coming over this afternoon for tea?
I shall be out shopping with Noel.
Oh, that's what I thought. Here.
Thanks. You had a harpsichord lesson today?
Mm-hmm. Much more fun than bridge in the afternoon.
I wish I could play.
Well, there's still time. So how come your French is so good?
Oh, we had it in school, of course. Then, a couple of years ago, my family spent a summer in France, down south.
Oh, you must have been more than once. No one ever learned decent French in an ordinary American high school. Tell me,
Did you read about the death of the wealthy American John Pearson about a month ago?
I think I heard something somewhere.
One of the two boys in the family, the younger, disappeared. The one called Frank. The family's worried.
Oh, I didn't know.
You're not drinking.
What if I were to say I am that son?
Oh, I would say it was your business. If you want to come to Europe incognito, it's been done before, except that the family is worried.
You won't give me away, will you?
Certainly not. You can trust me. You probably had your reasons.
Yes. I needed to get away.
So tell me about your family. Isn't there a John Jr.?
Johnny, my elder brother. I stole his passport from his room. He's 18, nearly 19. I felt safer because he's older. Also, I can forge his signature, at least well enough to get by.
So what are you doing for money?
I took some cash, 2,000 or 3,000. That was easy. I know how to open the safe in the house.
The house from Maine?
Yes. We usually stay there at this time of year. That's where the funeral was held. The cremation.
How long after did you leave?
A week, maybe 8 days.
So why don't you send your mother a cable? Tell her you're okay and you're in France, want to stay a little longer. It's a bore to have to hide, isn't it?
Just now, I'd like to be on my own. Free.
Don't you get on with your mother, then?
It's not that. She's a lot younger than my father was, and much more fun, but it's got nothing to do with her, or with Johnny. I've no quarrel with either of them. I just don't want them to know where I am. I knew there is a girl I would call up if I could.
Which girl is that?
Teresa. She lives in New York.
She's important to you.
I guess so. I really think she's the one. But I can't even let her know where I am.
Listen, Frank, they're bound to widen the search. Don't they already know that you're in France?
I don't know.
Well, they must. You use your brother's passport. The search might even get to a small town like Marais once they're finished with Paris.
Not if I wear old clothes and have a job. And another name. I ought to go before your wife gets home.
Yeah, I'll drive you back. I keep thinking, what does he want from me? And then I have another thought I can't share with him. Kidnapping. Frank Pearson is a hot property. If crooks recognize him, and they'll be trying harder than the general public, then it will be more profitable to kidnap him than to turn the attention of the police to him. Maybe it's a coincidence, but there's a car parked near the house Frank's staying in. No other traffic in sight. 2 men in the front seats. When they see my car, they back quickly away.
What's that about?
Just what I was thinking.
You think there's some danger?
I don't know. Have you ever considered you're a valuable property? Maybe I should come with you.
Here. Simple, but it's home.
Well, it's certainly adequate.
That's my employer, Madame Boutin. I better go and see what she wants.
I sit and wait and listen. This is not my story, but somehow I'm becoming part of it. I share something with Frank, but I'm not sure yet what it is.
She says 2 men have been here asking to see me.
Who were they?
They didn't say, but they said they wanted to see her gardener. They asked when I'd be back.
I think we better leave tonight. Now.
Do you? No, I know, you're right.
Now. Let's get going and pack up. You'll stay at my house tonight, and we'll worry about tomorrow.
But what about Madame Boutin? She's been good to me.
Tomorrow, we'll leave your nice old lady a note. We can't waste time with that now.
And the key?
We'll drop it behind the gate. We'll tell her in the note tomorrow. I drive out of Marais as fast as I can and by a different route. So far as I can tell, nobody is following us. But I am glad to see the gentle glow of Bellarme's front light, which Eloise has left on for me. This is the guest room.
This is great.
Make yourself comfortable. It's all yours. Have a hot shower if you like. Use my bathroom tonight because the other one is Eloise's.
A hot shower.
I'll have to tell Eloise you're staying the night, but you'll still be Billy Rollins to her. I'll tell you want to do some gardening for us, so don't worry.
Thank you, sir.
You can call me Tom.
Good night.
Night.
You are so impulsive, Tom. An American boy in our house, just like that? And suppose he is a thief? You ask him to stay the night, and how do you know he is there now?
Okay, you're right to be cautious, but this boy really isn't one of the hitchhiker types. He's a well-brought-up boy. 18, likes gardening, and seems to know quite a bit.
Well, I suppose Henri can always use some help at this time of year. He's very strong and willing, but hardly, how do you say, imaginative. By the way, I'm having lunch with Noël and Jacques, and then we're driving to Paris to see a show. I assume you do not wish to join us?
When Frank comes downstairs, he hands me a note from Madame Boutin. I drive over to Marais and deposit it in her letterbox. On the way back, I buy a copy of France Dimanche. Inside is a full-face photograph of Frank.
I delivered your note.
Thank you. I thought I'd take a look at your garden. Since I'm going to be working here, your gardener's done a pretty good job. Is anything the matter?
Come inside. I think you should see this.
Damn.
Do you think Johnny would come over looking for you?
Maybe. But to say my family is desperate, that's absurd.
Tell me, did you ever talk about me, mention me to your family?
No.
So there's no way they could trace you to me. What about Derwitt's paintings? Weren't there conversations about that, do you remember, a year or so ago?
My father mentioned it because of what was in the newspapers. It wasn't particularly about you, not at all.
So you've never mentioned me to your family or to anybody?
No.
You must have read about me, or else why are you here?
Yeah, of course. I read quite a lot about you.
So why seek me out?
I thought you sounded interesting. A true free spirit, someone I like to meet.
So now you've met me. And now you're going to tell me what this is all about. Johnny's coming with a private detective, and the game may soon be up. So why are you interested in me? What's the game? Why don't you want to go back home?
Because I killed my father. I pushed him over the cliff. I'm a murderer.
Now I understand. Yes?
Tom, it's Reeves Minot in Hamburg.
Hello, Reeves. What's new?
Oh, not too much. But I wondered, can you put a friend up for one night?
When?
Next week, Thursday. His name is Eric Lance. It's best if he doesn't stay in a hotel in Paris overnight. Can't explain more. You'll need to meet him at Marais. He can get there by train from the airport.
Okay. What does he look like?
You don't sound very keen. But it's important, Tom. We go back a long way. I've helped you, and you
Reeves, of course I'll do it. One thing. I'm going to need an American passport. I'll send a photo to you express tomorrow. You ought to get it by Monday latest.
For yourself?
No, someone younger.
It won't come cheap.
I didn't expect it would.
Okay. I'll work something out.
Sorry about that. How you feeling?
I'm wishing I could play the harpsichord.
So, am I really the only one who knows?
Yes, believe me.
We shall have to keep it that way. Don't confess to anyone, ever.
Can I ask you something?
Of course.
Did you really ever kill a person?
Yes, I did.
Maybe more than one?
Yeah.
I thought so.
You don't seem shocked.
I think it's why I'm here. I had this idea you'd understand. You see, I absolutely had not planned to do it. I was not even very angry, not angry at all. Later, even the next day, I couldn't believe I'd done it somehow.
I believe you. But you felt angry with him somewhere deep down.
First, you wanted Johnny to take an interest in Pearson. The company, I mean. But Johnny was rebellious and got interested in photography and dope. So then he started on me, the good son. I kept saying I wasn't sure because it's a very big business, you know, and why should I want to dedicate my life to it? So, no, if I'm honest, we didn't get along that well. I didn't usually walk out with my father to enjoy the sunset, but that day he asked me along. And he started to give me a hard time about going on to Harvard Business School since I'd done so well at school. He tried to be nice about Teresa, but then he told me it was stupid to fall in love at 16 and get married early. Had I ever mentioned marriage? He wasn't interested in what I felt about her or about anything else. Anyway, I suppose I suddenly had it that day. The phoniness. The all-around phoniness everywhere I looked.
So you went out to look at the sunset.
There's a ramp from the back terrace down to the garden level, just for my father. And beyond that path towards the woods and the cliff.
Cliff steep there, down to the sea?
It's pretty steep, but not straight down. But anyway, enough to kill someone, certainly. There are rocks there.
Lots of trees around? Boats?
No boats, but trees, sure, pines. We let them grow wild up there and just cut a path to the cliff.
And you couldn't be seen from the house, even with binoculars?
No.
So what did you do?
I remember I had the feeling I couldn't look at his shoulders and the back of his head 1 second longer. I don't know what I thought, but I rushed forward and kicked the brake lever off and hit the forward button and gave the chair a shove besides. Then it went forward, head over. I didn't look. I just heard a clatter.
For an instant, I get this sickish feeling, imagining it. And I think, yes, that's how it is. And then I think, I've never seen such a gentle murderer.
I felt suddenly very tired. It was strange. Then I started trotting towards the house, sort of to wake up. And I said, my father just went over the cliff. And they ran out there and they called the hospital. I'm sorry.
For what?
Burning you with my secret.
You're sure nobody else suspects, not Johnny?
No, not Johnny. Nor my mother, nor Tal.
Who's Tal, exactly?
A New York friend of my mother's, Talmadge Stevens. He's a lawyer, but not one of my father's lawyers. Big fellow.
Close to your mother?
That's one way of putting it.
Your mother's in love with him.
Maybe. My mother plays it cool. She'd never act silly and show it. She was an actress, I think she can act even in real life,
But you're sure your mother suspects nothing?
I'd know if she did, and she doesn't. Only Susie suspects.
Who's Susie?
She's our housekeeper. She claimed she saw me push him. She kept on insisting. It scared me, but she was in the house at the time, and she's short-sighted. Nobody took her seriously. It was only my father who really liked her.
There must have been some journalists buzzing around.
Yeah, but my mom and Tal got rid of them as fast as possible. Of course, I had to speak to at least one of them.
And you said what, exactly?
I said my father was near the edge. It seemed to me that he really didn't mean to send himself over. I don't care what you say. I mean to the police or anyone, but I'd better take off.
Come on now, take off where?
I don't know.
You can't go anywhere without a new passport. So I'm taking you to Paris to have a photo taken. We'll have to change.
I don't want that. I'll go while I still can.
No, you don't. You sought me out, and now it's down to me. I'm giving the orders. I'm going to help you, but realize one thing. Sooner or later, you're going to have to go back home. I drive him into Paris, and he gets his photo taken. As I know from my own experiences, it only takes a few touches to change the look of somebody. Then I mail the photos off express to Reeves. But Frank reads in a newspaper that Johnny and a private detective are now in Paris in search of him. He sees Johnny on every street corner. We drive back to Bellarme. Nothing more can happen until the arrival of Reeves's contact. It was?
Yes, chérie?
I'm picking up a friend of Reeves's tomorrow night. The friend stays the night only. Billy can take my room, so I'll be with you.
So who is coming?
Well, Reeves said his name is Eric. I'll pick him up at Marais.
Reeves always sends you such interesting friends.
Well, I'm going to try and keep Billy out of his way.
Ah, so you're not hiding Billy as a favor to Reeves?
No, dear. Reeves has never heard of Billy. Billy's just an American kid doing some gardening for us.
Tell me, What's the matter with this Billy?
Is he a problem?
Of course not. And Madame Annette adores him. He is so polite and appreciative of her food, but he looks troubled about something. And he seems to adore you. Is he a tapette?
You think he's a homosexual? No, not that I can see.
I'm just asking. How long does he want to stay with us? He's been here nearly a week, no?
Oh, I think he'll be off in his travels soon.
It's very kind of you to do this for me, Tom.
Reeves is an old friend.
Of mine, too.
Did you have a good trip?
Yes. And I always enjoy France.
Eric Lands carries 2 cases of brown plastic so small they could be considered hand baggage on an airplane. As we drive, he peels off his black mustache.
That's better. And these, Groucho Marx things.
Off come the round, black-rimmed spectacles. Mr. Lands immediately looks an altogether tougher proposition.
Such a nuisance, that Reeves, eh? 2 passports just for a job like this.
You live in Hamburg, like Reeves?
No. West Berlin, much more fun.
And you have an appointment with someone tomorrow.
Yes. In Paris. I shall be out of your hair, as they say, by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, if that is agreeable with you. I may have to prevail on you to take me back to the station, I fear.
So you're bringing this someone something. What, if I may be so rude?
Jewelry. Very pretty. Pearls, which I know nobody these days cares about, but these are real ones. Are we nearly there? Reeves has told me so much about your wonderful house.
Is it all right if I introduce you to my wife as Eric Lands?
Why not? It's my real name, and it's a rare treat to be able to use it.
Eric seems to admire Eloise and puts his best foot forward. I just hope he won't be inspired to haul out his gems to show her, because sadly for Eloise, they will not be his to give.
Well, Monsieur Lance, I wish you a good night's sleep.
Thank you once again, madame, for a delightful evening.
Good night, Tom.
I won't be long.
You are a lucky man, Tom.
So where's your appointment tomorrow?
Somewhere very public. Saint-Germain area, but as I said, I should like to avoid taking a taxi to the station, but if the hour is too early for
No
you...
problem. I'm very flexible as to hours. But I wondered if we...
Oh, dear me, I nearly forgot. It's right here in my pocket. I think you will be pleased.
Oh, very good. Reeves has done me proud. Benjamin Guthrie Andrews, born in New York.
Nothing to do but sign it across the photograph.
Well, I've arranged to settle for this with Reeves.
Yeah, I know. Here's my card. If you are ever in Berlin, it would be a pleasure to see you. I know these days it's off the beaten tourist track.
Sometimes that can be an advantage.
Of course. And there's a great deal of pleasure of all kinds to be had there. Anything goes.
Benjamin. Ben, I like that name.
I hope it gives you courage.
I know this costs something. Is the guy...
I took him to the airport just now.
Just tell me how much. I'll settle up when I can.
$2,000, but there's no hurry. The point is that you're free now. Keep letting your hair grow. You got to sign that passport across the photograph, you know. You need to practice a few times. Maybe round out the capital B of Benjamin. And then remember that when you sign anything else.
Tom?
What?
If I go somewhere, will you come with me? I know it's been a pain having me, hiding me. But if you come with me to another country, you could just leave me there. Would it be so awful somehow leaving you from here, your house? Of course I could if I have to.
Where are you thinking of going?
Venice, Rome, maybe?
Italy's a hotbed of kidnappers. How about Yugoslavia?
You like Yugoslavia?
Enough if you want to stay free for a while. Berlin's another possibility off the tourist track.
Berlin? I've never been there. Would you go to Berlin with me just for a few days?
Only if you promise to go back home after Berlin.
But I
No, I'm serious. In the end, you have no choice.
All right, I promise.
Okay. We'll go to Berlin.
When should we go?
Sooner the better. Maybe tomorrow. I'll see about plane tickets.
Great.
I'm thinking, why not? Berlin sounds interesting for 3 or 4 days. Fun, in fact, if Eric's to be believed. And I should be able to hold the boy to his promise to go home from there. But why is that my concern? Am I responsible for this kid now? I spoke with Billy earlier. He wants to come with me to Berlin on my business trip. I'll be going back to America from there.
I think it's time, don't you? And you'll be coming back when?
Oh, I'd say in 3 days.
Now be sure to pay him what we owe him.
Sorry?
For the gardening, I mean.
Of course. Don't buy your ticket, Benjamin Andrews. Flight 479.
Okay.
And on a plane, we won't sit together, okay? And don't look at me. I'll see you in Berlin. Hi there.
I'm sorry, I don't...
Benjamin, fancy seeing you here. It's all right now.
Good afternoon, sir. And how are you?
I'm excellent, thank you. I booked us 2 rooms at a hotel in the Albrecht Achillesstrasse, off the Kurfürstendamm. Let's get a taxi.
Tom?
Yeah? Hey, Ben. How's the room?
Great. Have you seen this crazy bed? What is this thing?
Friends call it a duvet. Should we go and take a walk?
Sure.
First, though, where are those 2 passports? Let's put Johnny's well out of reach. You don't want to be whipping out the wrong one, particularly if you want to go through the wall and visit East Berlin.
I want to see it all. So what's the plan?
Well, tomorrow morning we can go to Charlottenburg. There are museums there and a beautiful park. But before that, there's tonight. And there are lots of places to go in Berlin at night.
Dry where ein Mark? What does that mean?
Free throws for a mark. You want to try? You hit the bullseye, you get a cute brown teddy bear.
Let's give it a try. Okay. Oh! Yes! I did it! I won! I don't believe it! Here, you hold the bear. Hello, bear.
Hello, bear.
This city is great. I just love this city. Everybody can be just what they like. Those people back there who said hi, were they girls or boys?
Which do you think?
I don't know. I don't care. I just like them. And those muscle guys in those ruffled dresses with the huge hats were just wild.
That's Berlin for you.
I'd love to send Teresa a postcard from here.
You better leave it for now. We don't want to be traced.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Besides, I need to get things clearer with her. What do I know? Maybe she likes me, maybe she doesn't. And please don't tell me I'm not old enough. I know I've got 5 more years of college. Holy Christ.
So what makes you think she's the one for you?
Well, she's different from other girls. I can't describe it. She's very sure of herself. That's what scares me sometimes, because I don't look as self-confident as she does. Maybe I'm not. Maybe one day you'll meet her. I hope so.
I hope so, too. I think that it's unlikely. But illusion, hope. What else keeps people going? Ego, morale, energy, and what people so vaguely call the future. Isn't it based for most people on another person? So very few people can make it alone. I try to imagine myself in Belle Arbre without Eloise. I can't. And yet what do I need her for? It's not as if we have a great deal of sex. I wonder about Frank. Or Ben, as I have to keep calling him. My instinct is, he's fooling himself about this girl. I hope you don't mind me asking. Have you been to bed with Teresa?
Once well, of course, it was wonderful. Maybe too wonderful, but... Listen, you're the only person I would tell this to.
Go ahead.
I didn't do it very well. I think I was too excited. She was excited too, but nothing happened, really. It was at her family's apartment in New York. Everybody was out, we had all the doors locked. And she laughed.
Laughed at you?
At me? I don't know, maybe. I felt awful. I was ready to make love to her, and then I couldn't finish. Don't ever tell anybody, will you?
Of course not. I mean, who would I tell anyway?
Because I'm in love with Teresa.
Sure.
I've been in love with her since I met her.
How long ago was that?
7 months. I wish she and I could be like you and Eloise. I wish.
Okay, that's enough, Teresa. Listen, no two couples are the same. And we're better to test that theory than in the bars of Berlin.
Should we bring the little brown bear along?
It takes all sorts.
You think he'd like it?
I think he'd love it.
Hello, bear. We're gonna have some fun.
That night, we end up in a gay bar, where a large number of men are in drag. We are both much stared at, but too drunk to care. I am almost thrown out, perhaps because I look too straight. But then I have a happier thought. Maybe I am an object of envy because I have a nice-looking boy of 16 in my company. A lot of guys eye up Frank. He's having too good a time to care. We're having too good a time. We do all the sights, we explore the clubs. Sometimes Frank dances, and I stay seated to see if anybody is paying him the wrong sort of attention. Kidnappers, I mean. But I sense nothing. I worry about Frank, and I'm also very happy.
I can't believe it's nearly over. This is gonna be my last day with you. I don't know when I'll see you again.
I'm thinking these are the words of a lover, but I don't imagine Frank's family, his mother in particular, will be overjoyed if I look Frank up on my next trip to the States. So this really is the end.
So, where are we gonna go now? What's the plan?
I thought we'd visit the Grunewald, the big forest. It's supposed to be great for walks. We can take a taxi there. After our taxi drops us, we take one of the lanes into the woods. After a couple of minutes, the trees close over us, shutting out much of the sunlight. A boy and girl picnic on a blanket spread out in pine needles. Frank looks at them dreamily, maybe with envy.
Aren't these birches great? I love birches. And tomorrow I'll be flying westward to New York to face whatever awaits.
Maybe Frank hasn't killed his father. Maybe it's a fantasy. Is it because the sunlit woods are so beautiful that I don't want to believe the boy has killed anyone? I guess we'd better be heading back soon. I think I've worked out where we can pick up a taxi, okay?
Sure. Can you excuse me a moment? I need to pee.
Okay. I'll stay here. I wait. Maybe once Frank's gone home, I'll head for Paris. Or maybe look up Eric Lance after all. I wait some more. And then somehow it seems too long. Surely he's not decided to run away from me, too. I calm myself. But then I hear sounds, maybe voices. Ben? Ben, where are you? Ben, where are you, Ben? Ben, it's not funny anymore, Ben! Where are you? Suddenly, I know something is very wrong. I run in the direction I've last seen Frank go. I'm thinking, he can't be running away again. That would be too stupid. And at the same time, knowing it's worse than that. As I come down a dirt track and reach the road ahead, I suddenly see a dark blue car. A man runs from behind it and leaps in. They drive off. They have Frank for sure. But what would I gain by running after, even if I could catch them? With a boy worth a few $1 million on board, why should they hesitate to shoot me dead? All I can do is memorize the car license number. I stand there, hopeless. Is Frank in the back, gagged, or hit over the head and unconscious? And did I see a third man in the back seat? The boy has been snatched away from me. I go back to my hotel room, I phone the police. Tell them I think I've seen a kidnapping. Give them the license number of the car and a brief description of the boy. But I don't want to leave my name. And I don't think the police are going to be the answer. I find Frank's family home phone number as I pack up his things. May I speak with Mrs. Pearson, please?
Who is this?
I want to speak to you with regard to your son, Frank.
You know where he is?
Mrs. Pearson, can you tell me at what hotel your son Johnny and your private detective are staying in Paris?
Why are you asking that? You're an American?
Yes?
May I ask your name?
That's not important. It's more important
Know
that...
where Frank is? Is he with you?
No, he's not with me. I would simply like to know how to reach your private detective in Paris. I need to know what hotel they're in.
But why do you want to know that? Are you holding my son somewhere?
No, Mrs. Pearson, I'm not. I can find out where your detective is, I think, by telephoning the French police. So couldn't you tell me now and save me the trouble? It's no secret, is it, where they're staying in Paris?
They're at the Hotel Letitia, but I'd like to know why you want to know.
Because I may have seen him in Paris.
Seen him? Where? Seen him in...
Thank you, Mrs. Pearson. Goodbye. Next, I make a phone call to Eric Lentz. He sounds pleased to hear from me, but I don't care whether he is or he isn't. I need to get my luggage and Frank's luggage out of the hotel and somewhere else before somebody comes looking for me. Who knows if the guys in the car recognize me?
Stay as long as you need, Tom. My house is your house, as the Spanish say.
Thanks.
So, what happens next? I suppose they'll send a ransom note to the mother.
I guess so.
I doubt if they will try to get the boy out of West Berlin, you know. It's too difficult. Every car searched thoroughly at the east borders.
Listen, I need to make some phone calls tonight. One to the police to see if there have been any developments, and one to Paris. I won't give your phone number or address to anyone.
Thank you. Particularly not to the police.
I could always ring from outside.
No. Your calls are innocent compared to what usually goes on here. So, who do you phone in Paris? A private detective?
I need to know if we're right and there's been a ransom demand yet. Of course, Mrs. Pearson might tell her detective to beware of an American in Berlin who may be playing tricks or in league with the kidnappers.
Now, who do you think they are? I mean, maybe it's political. We have all these left-wing groups kidnapping people all over the place. Or maybe just good old-fashioned greed.
I hope it's the latter.
Hello?
Is that John Pearson?
No. I'm handling all his calls. Who is this?
I'm calling to ask for news of Frank. Is he all right? Have you had news?
If you want me to tell you, you'll have to identify yourself.
Tom Ripley.
Was it you who spoke to Mrs. Pearson?
Yes, it was. Have they asked for a ransom yet?
They may have. What makes you think he's been kidnapped?
Money to be delivered in Berlin?
I don't know why you're interested, Mr. Ripley.
Because I'm a friend of Frank's. Frank can tell you that when you speak to him. They must let him speak to prove they've got him, mustn't they, Mr. May I ask your name?
Thurlow? Ralph? So, how do you know the boy was kidnapped?
I just do. Any idea where he is?
No.
Look, I'm in Berlin. I want to help.
The fact is, we spoke to Frank about an hour ago. Says he's not hurt. He sounded very sleepy. They probably got him on sleeping pills. And he did mention your name and said you're his friend.
So, what's the arrangement?
They haven't said the place.
But they've told you how much they want.
The money's coming from Zurich. Mrs. Pearson is having it telex to 3 Berlin banks. They want 3 banks. And Mrs. Pearson thinks it's safer, too.
You're coming to Berlin?
I haven't arranged that as yet.
Who's picking it up from the banks?
I don't know. They want to know if the money's in Berlin first. Then they're going to tell me later where it's to be delivered. They sound as if they're arguing among themselves about place and time.
But in Berlin, you think?
I would think. I don't know.
The police are not in on this.
No, indeed. That's the way we want it.
So you don't have anyone here who knows their way around?
No.
What's the sum?
2 million USA, German marks.
Mr. Thurlow, time is of the essence. I'm here in Berlin. I'm willing to pick up the money and take it wherever they want it. It's going to be a lot faster.
I don't know. I'll have to talk to Mrs. Pearson, Mr. Ripley.
Frank's in danger, and there's someone on the spot who's willing
I'll get back to you.
I imagine Frank confined in a room somewhere in Berlin. Maybe not tied up, but under surveillance night and day. Frank's the kind of boy who would jump out of a window given half a chance, and the kidnappers might realize that. Were they terrorists, or even political in any way? Were they going to drag out negotiations, publicize them? I hope not, because I, for one, can't afford the publicity.
Hello, Mr. Ripley.
Yes?
I've talked to Mrs. Pearson, As you're Frank's friend and our only real contact actually in Berlin, Mrs. Pearson is willing for you to pick the money up today, as soon as you can. I have the bank's names here now, 3 of them.
With Eric's help, I managed to collect the money from a series of polite but distinctly quizzical bank managers.
Well, my friend, here's to the easiest bank robbery I have ever taken part in. Maybe I will get to meet Frank. He can be my guest of honor.
Thanks, Eric.
What's the matter?
Well, from what Thurlow says, the kidnappers still seem to be arguing amongst themselves about what pickup point to arrange. So I'm going to suggest one of my own. It's so crowded as to be anonymous, and nobody will take a blind bit of notice of anything.
You intrigue me.
Do you know somebody who can lend me some drag?
Tom, I had no idea. Is this for a party?
No, I'm going to get Thurlow to suggest a venue called Der Hump.
It's a gay bar.
Exactly. I went there with Frank. I'm going to suggest they meet there and ask for Joey. Joey will have what they want.
And Joey will be you.
I'll be there, but I won't be Joey. I'll be watching.
Ah, I see. In drag. Will you take the money?
No. I'll just see what happens. I mean, the worst that can happen is nothing. And they're not going to give up after one failed drop. At best, I might find out who exactly they are.
I know just the person for you. My good friend Max. He loves drag. And he loves danger.
Well, I've worked on less promising material. You've certainly got the bone structure. Now, let's try the wig.
I stare at the mirror. Did I think I was going to look beautiful? Not a bad-looking woman, but I look my age. My mother was younger than this when she died. I flutter my mascara-rimmed eyes and purse my lipsticked mouth. No wonder Berliners like disguises. One can be freer and, in a sense, more oneself in a disguise. So is this something I've always wanted to do, and is Frank an excuse? What does it matter?
Are you free tonight, Max?
Are you serious? I thought it was you who was not free.
You know what I mean. The kidnappers have agreed to the arrangement. I'm here in Der Hump, sipping a drink and trying not to get lipstick on the glass. I'm sitting because the high heels are killing me. I have a gun in my handbag. Max is here too, high on the excitement of it all. Men and boys on the dance floor twist and jump to the din of the pounding music. I wonder, what will I do if somebody wants to chat me up? The time agreed is between 11 and 12. It's 11:40 now. Maybe they suspect a trap.
You see that man in the tan jacket?
Yes?
He's been asking for Joey.
It's like he's giving up and leaving. Come on!
We follow the man outside. He gets into a waiting car. We get into Max's car and follow at a discreet distance. Max is good at this, but I don't like to ask where he got the experience. The car we're following stops at a parking place in a street full of dreary apartment buildings, which had escaped the bombs of World War II. I watch. The men enter the building. After a while, a light goes on in the window on the top floor.
Right, Max. Leave me here.
You want me to wait? What are you going to do?
Not sure.
You don't want me to telephone the police?
No. And don't wait. I get the lift to the top floor. I'm still having problems handling my high heels, but soon it won't matter anymore. Most of the apartments seemed empty, which makes my life easier. I head for the likeliest door. I hear a hum of voices. I take my gun from my handbag, and I point it at the lock. Inside, the man in the tan jacket stands staring at me like a rabbit caught in the headlights. 2 other men are frozen in panic. Only now do I see I'm not dealing with terrorists. These guys are rank amateurs who don't know what to do facing a drag queen with a gun in their hand.
Get out while you can! The building's surrounded. Use the roof. It's your only chance. What are you waiting for?
I don't fire to kill, only to scare, but it works. The men disappear through the window. I can't believe my luck. Still shaking, I catch my breath. I hear a moaning sound from the kitchen. Frank is there with a towel tied over his mouth, hands behind his back, ankles tied on a blanket. It's okay, Frank.
Tom?
It's okay, I'm here. It's time to go home. So now we're flying back to the States. It was no longer possible for Frank to hide from his family after he'd been rescued. I am something of a hero in their eyes, and have agreed to come along to help him settle back in.
My last day of freedom.
Come on, is it that bad?
I've got to face everything now. I know that.
What do you mean by everything?
Tell him what I did. About my father. After all, Susie's sure I killed him. Perhaps one day they'll see she's right.
It doesn't sound very likely. Frank, I told you before, don't confess. It's partly why I've come. Don't entertain for a minute the idea of confessing. The fact that you've killed doesn't have to devastate your life.
Because that's how you feel?
You know it's how I feel.
Tom, you're really the only friend I have.
No, I'm not your only friend, just the only one you've talked to. You don't have to tell them anything. So why do you even bring it up again?
Well, maybe if I still had Teresa, I wouldn't.
What do you mean?
I found out through Johnny. She started seeing someone else. It's odd, I thought I'd be devastated, but I just felt a bit sad. So I've only got you now. You won't be staying around, will you? Maybe I'll just kill myself.
Frank, don't even talk like that.
Okay. Tom, I'm sorry.
From New York, we were transported by private helicopter to the Pearson estate in Maine. This is truly the world of the very rich. Frank's mother, Lily, waits for us, surrounded by her entourage. Slender, fit, attractive, with a slightly glacial poise.
Frankie! Welcome home.
Hi, Mom. Mom, this is Tom Ripley.
How do you do, Mr. Ripley? I've heard so much about you.
Which is one of those remarks you just never know how to take. Servants whisk away bags and drinks appear out of nowhere. Frank goes to change, and I suspect to try and talk to Susie. Meanwhile, I am ensconced alone in the large living room with Lily Pearson. Above her head is Derwent's The Rainbow. It's one of the very best of the late Bernard Tuft's forgeries for us.
Mr. Thurlow has told me about your fantastic help to us, Mr. Ripley. And the miracle is that Frank wasn't hurt at all. But be honest, how do you think he is?
Well enough. But he seems upset about a girl called Teresa. Do you know anything about her?
Teresa. Very nice girl, but she's so pretty. She's very popular, if you see what I mean. I'm sure Frank will get over her.
I'm inclined to agree. Anyway, would I be right in thinking it was his father's death which upset him and made him run away from home?
He took it very badly. We all did.
Of course. Forgive me, but your husband's death was called an accident in the newspapers. His wheelchair went over a cliff. But hasn't there also been a suggestion it might be suicide?
I just don't know. John never sat near the edge. That would have been stupid. And his chair had a break. Frank said he just zoomed over suddenly, and why should he have put the power on unless he wanted to? Of course, he was disappointed the boys didn't want to go into the business, but that wasn't the end of the world. He was such a positive man in many ways, even after he was in a wheelchair. So, who knows?
Frank did tell me, in confidence, that somebody, the housekeeper, is it, claimed that she saw Frank push his father over. That must have upset him.
Of course. But nobody takes Susie seriously. It's impossible that she could have seen anything from her room. I don't know why she said it. It's very sad. Now, my lawyer, Talmadge Stevens, will be joining us for supper, so I wanted right away to ask you to accept this check from me, from the family. I realize you must have had a lot of expenses due to Frank.
But this check is for $20,000. My expenses were nothing like that.
You risked your life. You rescued Frank, I insist.
Very well. Thank you. But believe me, I don't deserve this.
I saw you. I know you did it. You pushed him over. I saw you.
They don't believe me, but I saw you. I saw you.
Hello, Frank. Thought I might find you here.
Susie's not changed her mind. She'll never change her mind.
I don't think she's mad.
She's right. This is where it happened. Right here. Somehow it still doesn't feel real.
Apparently, Tal has just arrived.
In that case, Mom won't be worrying about me for a while.
She doesn't suspect anything. Nobody believes Susie. She must pick herself up, Frank, and get rid of... Frank, I wish you wouldn't stand so near the edge.
When I sent my father's chair over, I thought, I'll get my father out of my life, out of our lives. For me, and Johnny, and Teresa. Even for Mom and Tal. I felt my father was spoiling life. It's funny, believing I loved Teresa gave me courage then. Now she's gone, and I know I didn't really love her. There's nothing left but silence. Nothing. Except you.
I look into Frank's eyes. They're like mirrors of my own. But suddenly I'm afraid. I can feel the black emptiness below. I can feel the jagged rocks that Frank's father had fallen onto. I have a strange feeling that the boy might suddenly rush me and push me over. Am I being insane? The boy adores me. I know that. But love is strange, too. Maybe we should be getting back.
Maybe.
Come on, Frank. Let's not linger here.
You're going tomorrow, aren't you?
You know I am.
There'll be nobody left here who understands me. There's nobody else in the world except you that I'm ever going to tell that I killed my father. Because you understand. That's why I sought you out.
Frank, for the last time, never tell anyone what you did. People may guess. People may whisper. But they'll never know for certain. That's how I've lived my life.
I know. But am I you?
Come away from the edge, please.
An elegant supper party, a sumptuous breakfast, and then it's time for me to pack and go. It's the sort of house which is so big that sometimes everyone disappears, and you're alone. So when I'm packed, I wander into Frank's bedroom. It's empty. There sits the little brown bear he won. I shouldn't touch it, but I do. I take it and pack it in my own baggage. I'll explain to him another time.
Tom, thank you so much for everything.
And thank you for your hospitality. I was just going to say goodbye to Frank. Have you seen him?
Not for a while, but I'm sure he's around somewhere. I saw him earlier setting off for the cliff.
No!
How do I know? Why do I know? I don't care if she thinks I'm insane. I run out of the house, rush towards the cliff edge.
Frank! Frank! Frank!
I stand on the cliff's edge. I'm shaking and in danger of falling. I force myself to look down, but I know already what I'm going to see. Ambulances were called. Everything was done. But what was the point? Frank was dead.